Hey there everyone, this is Life. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey. I've already done a few things off screen. I just equipped the staff and I think that's it. So let us go over to the first floor and actually begin playing the game. I think we can go ahead and start attributing skill points to front and back guard, so we can be on our way to defender. Sounds fair. Let's put those in. And I think everyone else has got their skill points allocated, so let us go. Brink of the maze, forest entrance. Here be dragons. Welcome to the Emerald Grove, the first stratum of the first game. And it's the first hope-filled step. Now the game, this one of the Etrian Odyssey series, actually is very nice and very generous with the starting map, and gives you quite a lot of it, actually. Kind of gives you a demonstration of how they would map it, and so on and so forth. Of course, there's a few things you can I'm going to crack off the bat, because I'm OCD as all get out, is that I like to leave extensions off like that. That way I know for sure that I haven't been there before. And don't think I have any other OCD things to do right now. They really did map it very well. And this is probably my favorite mapping style. And of course, this game is going to remind me that I have skill points that I've already used. And I think we are going to just go up here and try to progress towards the stairs. Obviously, that'd be logical progression, but then we get stopped by a guard. And we get to ask him some questions. So what is he doing here? He is holding this post to make sure that no people who aren't authorized continue. So in this game, you have to take care of your own map, and it's going to tell you how to make your own map. I'm going to give you a little bit of a short version, because this game's a lot easier on the map department than probably any of the other Etrian Odysseys. I say that, but then you realize you don't have as many symbols as you do. So here we are. That's how you draw walls using the pencil tool. You erase walls using the eraser tool. You paint floors using the paint tool, and you erase paint using the eraser tool. Well, the other eraser tool. Fair enough. And icons and memos, you can drag these around to mark your map with specific data, or you can use a memo. Oops. I think you actually need, in this game, something to put the memo on. Not my favorite. You can label it how you need to. Alright, so that's pretty easy enough. And yes, I do understand. Area inside the red border shows where you've got the map. Finish that part and see me. Leave quietly. So he's labeled this red rectangle. That is our objective for this first initiation mission. If you complete this map in the red rectangle, you're allowed to continue forth. You really could just finish this mission right now and actually draw in all the walls and paint in all the floors, and that's just no fun. So stop looking at walkthroughs and actually try to play the game, otherwise you're just going to ask for it later as well. The game only gets harder, so let us do the natural thing and walk through the map naturally. First instinct, of course, is to go right. Almost anyone would probably go right first. And we're at a fork. Now, we don't really need to go north. The initiation mission says, well, you don't really need to go there. You just need to do this area. But you can go up here. Of course, this is a dead end, if I recall correctly, but we're going to go up here anyway and run into our first fight. The double tree rat woodfly fight. Not a very hard fight. Tree rats, when you reach higher levels, will run away from you, and woodflies are just in general weak, and in this game don't have any effects. Other than the fact that tree rats run away when you get higher level, these are both essentially the same monster in that they're pretty weak, but, you know. The woodflies are slightly weaker than the tree rats. That's essentially it. We're gonna start by beating up on the woodfly for no good reason, and I don't think we really need to use skills at this point. Right now we're gonna focus on one at a time attacking. I think they have 30 HP. Of course, woodflies are more evasive than tree rats are, being the little butterfly insects they are. That hurt a little bit. We're not hurting too bad though, so we're just going to continue. Easy enough, and that one runs away. Gain 3 experience points, and we move on. Whip Fly, Tree Rat, Soft Tide, Tiny Petal. Pretty good start. Our characters got hurt, but they don't seem to be hurting too bad, so we don't really need to heal them just yet. Being conservative on CP in this game is a little bit harder than the others in the series, I must admit. Oh, this is the same set. Now, when I run into the same set twice, I'm usually going to cut it out because it's the same Myrid thing. For this first floor, I think I won't. Mostly because anything could happen, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. You don't know if someone's going to die, or if anyone's going to get hurt, you know, hurt enough to make that happen. These tree rats seem to not have as much HP. Well, neither of them have a good amount of HP. That one just ran away for no good reason. And we defeated the other one. Very nice. Another 3 experience for us, and another Soft Tide for us. Ren has taken quite the beating. I'm gonna go ahead and cure her. And I think the other 2 are doing okay, so we're going to keep going. Now, we're not really going to run into any of the more powerful monsters until we explore, you know, further in. So for now, we're running into a lot of the weaker ones. This is a good thing, because this lets you prepare for the stronger ones when they come. Now, we're going outside of the test boundary, because there's something valuable up here. Going outside of the path, you know, going outside the area of your investigation can prove to be worthwhile most of the time. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Triple wood fly set. Now, they're just like the set we run into earlier, except none of these will run away. Oh, nice. Now let's get the people who are weaker, which is these 2, to attack the same one, and have the stronger people attack the other ones collectively. And like so, this should finish things up. Still as weak as they originally were, and it doesn't look like that one wanted to get an extra attack on me, so we're still in good standing health-wise, and we got a lot more experience. Now that set alone gave 35 experience, and the way experience is divided up is it takes the total amount, and then it divides by 5 if you're using 5 members, it divides by 3 if you're using 3 members. Yes, it divides by 3 if you're using 3 members, and it divides by 1 if you're using 1 member. In this game, it is a slightly different in that it does not divide by 4 if you have 4 members. It still divides by 5. And if you have 2 members, it's still only going to divide by 3 instead of dividing by 2. So, it's a little bit strange, this one. It's a little bit strange, this one. We're going to continue following this path and reach the treasure room. And this is why I didn't buy 3 Scarazmaxes, is because there's a freebie in here. So knowing a little bit about the game in advance does help a little bit. And, of course, the game is going to give us a little briefing about this being a treasure room. Continue into the forest, and square boxes. It's possible that they were left by fellow explorers of the labyrinth. Then, too, we may be part with their treasure, and rumored littered the labyrinth. Boxes are ready to be opened, offering no clues as to their nature. Now, there is a dedicated treasure icon in this game. It looks like this. Clover with an X through it, if you want to think of it that way. And that's the typical treasure symbol for all of the Etrian Odysseys, though in the other ones they're not labeled as such. It gives you a bit more freeform in the later games. Large box stands before me. That's a Medica 2, that's very nice. In this one we got a Scarazmax, that's very great. And the last one we have money, raw money. Triple mole set of death, okay. This is where things get serious. Because anybody on the team can just die at the drop of a hat right now. Oh, I did not mean to defend. Oh, yep, see, somebody's already dead. I think we are pretty screwed. Let's see if we can tough this out. Probably not. Stop using defend. I'm so dumb. Missed Gandra, missed Ren. Okay, that's good. So we're not getting our face mauled this turn. And it'll last a little bit longer. Now this time, can we please... I don't know if we should use bravery or not with this attack. Yeah, we're getting our face kicked. Thankfully, front guard seems to be saving my face, though it didn't save Eric, because he's dead. Oh... no front guard this turn, we should be able to kill this mole now. Nope, in this game, mole kills you! Yeah, it's pretty rough. Yeah, moles clobbering your face. It isn't very fun. Can we get another front guard and another cure? Because otherwise, Gandra's gonna die unless we defend her this turn. I mean, otherwise it was a coin toss on whether it was gonna attack Ren or Gandra. So, right, so that was our first probably very hard fight of the game. That's essentially what Etrian Odyssey is like. Running into these moles all the time. Who said this was a hard game? I did. We have one heal left in us, and this is why I brought Medicas with us. Because we're going to need them in order to get out of here. Because we're probably going to run into another fight, and this one cure probably isn't enough. Let's go ahead and use one of these Medicas on Linda. Rin should be okay, because she's a protector and has more defense than everyone else. Let's grab this money, and we're going to have to bail for this run. So that means we have to backtrack our way back to the entrance. Now, of course, this means we're going to run into more fights. Naturally. Now, remember earlier I said when you have 4 people, the experience is still going to be divided by 5. So even though there's 4 people left alive, it's not going to be divided by 4, and I can demonstrate that if I win this fight. And I'm probably going to win this fight. I would hope. Let's get a bravery. Alright, that helped quite a bit. We don't have any cures left, so we're going to use Medicas to help us stay alive. There's a reason you buy these things. Okay, now Rin is on the edge of being dead. The Troubadour is technically faster. Let's use her to supply the Medicas. Oh, Rin's dead. Ugh. And I think the Medica... Oh, no, we didn't get to use it. Okay, good. So we saved the Medica there, otherwise it would have been used and failed. Alright, now we have 2 people dead. We are pretty close to just dropping over and dying and getting a game over. And we're kind of far away from the entrance. This was probably a bad idea, now that we look at this in hindsight. And this is what the game is all about, learning from your mistakes. Let's see if we can make it back to the entrance. The sets here should be weak. Oh, why? Why did it have to be another mole? We have 1 Medica left. Dare I tough this out? I don't know if we can tough this out. Yeah. We're gonna have to play smart. Something I'm not very good at. Oh, okay, he only does 7 damage per hit. That's pretty much a lifesaver right there. Gandra's probably gonna live this fight, and that's probably enough attack to kill the mole without too many problems. Okay. So far, not dead. So far, so good. We're kind of barely alive at the moment. If we want to escape with this 200 in and free Skrasmax and free Medica too. Oh, come on. Okay, double tree rats. I have no idea if we're gonna live. Probably gonna run away from us. Hopefully. Maybe no such luck. We can use boost on the other one. Okay, that's nice. Oh, that one's defending. Okay, another lifesaver. Let's get a boosted attack, because we're not going to be here any longer. Boost is a special condition in this game that will increase your next action's efficiency, so to say, or proficiency. Which is to say, if you're using a skill, that skill will be more powerful, or if you're using a support skill, it will be even more effective. Like if I were to use, like, say, Warcry, my attack would increase even further, and the defense penalty would be even less. That's for the sake of example what boost does. And now we're going to win. As you can see, 30 is a lot more powerful than the 14s and 12s we've been doing so far. Small Fang. And we're going to make it out alive. Alright, so far so good for the first trip to the labyrinth. People got clobbered, we barely lived on, the Medicas we got saved our lives, and needless to say, we are in pretty bad shape. So let's go over to the apothecary and get this taken care of. Yeah, I know he looked fine. Try to take care of the dead ones. Alright, 60 of the N we just earned is now down the toilet just reviving people. Wonderful. And let's sell all this junk that we got from the monsters. That isn't called Skrasmax. We actually need to equip that. Stuff isn't going to be equipped to you automatically. Once you buy it, you have to remember to equip it, and you have to compare weapons on your own in this game, which isn't that bad. Yes, and you can press Y to sell multiple items at once. of the same stuff. Bone Staff's now available. That's not any good for us unless it gives more of something. Sell this wand. Sell this small thing. Sell this bug wing. Sell this soft hide. Get a hide ring. And this tiny petal. Let's see what we've got new. That's worthless. That's also worthless. That's kind of nice, but it's kind of expensive, and that's just too expensive. Well, so far so good. I mean, we did make semi-good progress, maybe, I want to say. But, unfortunately, I think we're out of commission for the day. So we're going to have to rest at the end, which is also gloriously expensive. And in this game, the end cost is judged by an addition problem. So, like, we have, what, a bunch of level 3s and maybe a level 2 or so. So we got a level 2, a level 1, 2, that's 5, 7, 9, plus 5. So, there's a 5 base cost, and then it's plus all your combined party's levels. It's, yeah, it's not nice, I would say, maybe. Or maybe it's 1 N per character as a base. So, yeah, N cost, kind of weird. What are we gonna do? Let's go ahead and get these skill points allocated, then we're gonna call it a day. I'm gonna get another one into front. Let's see what this needs. Like front guard, back guard 3. That won't take too long to reach. And I believe we're going for. We don't really want salve right now. We're not gonna get immunized immediately. I think I want revive first. Ooh. Alright, well, regardless, let's continue on our way through healer. Cure 2 and Unbind is now available. And get our 3rd level in bravery. Alright, hey there everyone, this has been LifeFreak as always. Thank you for watching. Next time, hopefully we won't die terribly. Goodbye.